Friends, we need to talk about something. Should you take a gap year or not? If you wonder what this background is, this is the rooftop of my hostel. I'm Judith and I'm traveling through Thailand at the moment. And currently I'm in Chiang Mai. It's a little town, like 130,000 citizens live here. Me myself, I took a gap year and I can say it's one of the best decisions that I made in my life. So everybody considering taking a gap year or thinking about that it might be lost time or that it might be too expensive and you don't have the money for it, or you're not the person for it, you're not brave enough, you're not able to travel alone. Why I do this video is because my mom and I, we went to a family dinner, like another family invited us, and they had 2 girls, and one of the girls will graduate this year and she's thinking about if to take a gap year or not. Her parents are not convinced of a gap year. They may find some value in it, but they don't think that she will make it, that she's brave enough, or they don't believe in her that she can handle these experiences. And while I was there, for me it was so sad because I truly felt like she really wanted to do this gap year and she wanted to take some time off from studying all the time in school, and this is completely okay. You don't need to rush into a study course. You don't need to, I don't know, start directly with internships. You can follow your passion. You can work for some hours in the week to earn enough money maybe for your travels. It just hurts so much to listen when parents talk about their children it's a waste of time and I would never do this. You should go straight into university. These are the people that you should meet, people that go into university. Why do you want to travel? It's not necessary. It's just being lazy and being stuck and not going into the right direction, and you're not brave enough. You cannot do it. Where do you want to get the money from? You will come back after 1 week being alone. It was so sad listening that, and that's why I want to do this video for you, to show you what potential there is in a gap year and maybe to shift your perspective on that. After doing the gap year, I can say it was not a waste of time at all, and I developed as a person so much that I would never have developed like this when I would stay at home. I would not have all these experiences that I made. I would not have met all these people that I'm still in contact with. So please stay with me and watch this video till the end. Let's start with the point, wasted time. A lot of people told me before I wanted to take a gap year that you will waste your time. What do you want to do in this year? Only traveling and having fun. That's not how life is working, and you will not achieve anything. You will be 1 year behind everybody else who's going to university, who's starting to work, who's doing something valuable. And traveling and taking a gap year, it's seen as not something valuable, and that's completely wrong. You improve so many different skills, so many different things in a gap year that you would never improve in this short period of time when you would stay back home. You develop so much as a person. Only now in my backpacking trip, you need to set boundaries to take care of yourself and not to get exhaustive and run after everybody else. You don't have a schedule when you're in school, that somebody telling you need to wake up now and then you will have food and then you will go back home and then you will go to do sports and then you will go to sleep or do homework. I don't know. You don't have this structure. So it's one of the first moments in my life where I can decide myself. Like I have a blank space and I can decide what I want to do, and I can explore what I like, what I don't like, with which people I want to stay together. Because in school you cannot choose. Like you cannot say I don't want to be with this person in my class. You're just like staying with the crowd and you need to be there. And now that's the first time where you can like experiment and really realize what you like in your deeper heart, and not what somebody else is telling you, like your parents, your friends. And that's why I recommend also not going with a friend. Like you can do it, but you will experience much more change and insight into yourself when you will do it alone. So it's not wasted time at all. And what does it mean? Like, what is a waste of time? To go to travel and explore yourself, maybe also to take jobs beforehand to make money, because this is also a point. You don't need to be rich to travel. Of course, if you have a lot of money, it will make things more easy. But for example, now I'm in Thailand. The most expensive thing was the flight, and apart from that, you can live here for like 20 euro. I'm from Germany, like from Europe, and that's why I calculated in euro. But you can live here for 20 euro a day. Food is very cheap, accommodation is very cheap. So you can work 1 to 3, maybe 6 months and then travel. So you also don't need to be dependent on your parents' opinion. Like, of course, it's so much easier when they support you and when they realize what like opportunities and what potential there is in the gap year. But if not, I think, like, I know I wasn't in this situation because my parents supported me always, but I think you need to also go this step and learn another lesson of being independent. Like, I hope you already start to notice that there are so many skills that you need to learn. Finding solutions on a trip, things will happen unexpectedly, and you're just in this situation, like somebody have thrown you in this situation and you need to figure out what to do next. There's nobody who will tell you better do this one, or you have this 3 options and these are the pros and cons. No, you're there. It's like an experiment, but a real one. It's like not you reading a book about a character that going through all these adventures. Like, you're the character, you're the main character in this book. And also, people like think about themselves, like they deeply want to do it. They want to take a year off of school, a year out of the system. Like, everybody's born into the system in their country, and we learn a lot since a very young age. We learned what is right, what is wrong, how to live. Like, school educated us, our parents, our environment educated us. And when you make the step and you go out of your environment, there's only yourself and you can set any value. And if you're thinking like, I'm not this kind of person that is brave and just goes on a solo trip, like, I'm not able to do it. I was very afraid of being alone and helpless, and I was afraid of like carrying all this responsibility. Yes, like there are all these things that you need to manage now yourself, but you will grow into it. That's the solution. You will just grow into the person that the situation needs at this moment. So don't worry about it. Like, people don't go on a trip because they're already brave, because they're already experienced so many things, or because they're already confident. No, that's like the development. So don't be scared that you not might be the person. It's more important that you see the things that you want to like embrace, and that the character traits that you want to incorporate, and then just go on a trip and let it happen. Yes, there's a lot of uncertainty, but that's part of it. And you will never be alone. There will always be people that sit in the same boat with you. Like, this is a German saying. So you will get help. The universe is not an evil place where everybody hates you and you will be alone and nobody will, I don't know, share his time with you. There are so many friendly and nice people that I met so far. And recently I saw a video on YouTube with the title like, yes, you can go on a gap year, but use it for a work experience. Like, you need to do something valuable. Like, you can use it for a work experience and do a lot of different jobs for a short period of time, and then you will learn what jobs do you like, what jobs you don't like, and like which career to choose, with job to take, which subject to study. And it's so sad that everything in our life like needs to be in some way related to work and success and hustle culture. No, like, you don't need to do anything related to work in this gap year, like only for the money, but you don't need to, like, for example, when you don't have enough money to go on a gap year, but you don't need to think already about your future 24/7 and figure it all out. In many cases, from what I have experienced, it can also like be counterproductive when you think about it all time and have this stress in your mind that you need to figure it all out in this 1 year, and then you go like straight forward to university, and then you go to take your job, and then you will work. Like, life is not going that way. Talking about myself, I took a gap year after school because I just didn't want to study anymore. Like, I was happy I graduated, and I wanted to have some time off, like some time where I don't even think about university or what to do in life. And after this year, I started to study medicine. And after a semester, like half a year, I quit because I knew it wasn't my thing. And now I study psychology and I'm very happy with it. So what I want to show you is that life is not as straight as we want it to be, like we see in movies, or we know from like the role models of society, that you just do it and then you invest your time and then you achieve things. That's not how it works. So please don't expect it, because if you expect it to be exactly like this, you will be disappointed. Until I found my study course, it took me 2 years, and maybe it will take even longer for you, or maybe shorter. Nobody knows. I don't want to tell you like how to spend your gap year. I would recommend to take some time of it and really go to another country and spend time alone, like really alone, without friends, without anybody you know, and go into an environment that you've never been before. Like, take yourself out of the environment that you were always in all your life and go somewhere unknown. Meet strangers, and you can work, you can do like internships and see what jobs you like, but please don't be like, I need to figure it all out in this 1 year. Like, I already took this year, so now I need to have results. That's not how it works. And like, don't forget your passions on the way. Life is not only about hustling. As my passion, I do sports, and at the same time I study psychology. Now I'm in the semester break, so that's why I took a trip to Thailand. You can watch my other videos to find out more about it. It's very exciting. And yes, it takes time until you find this combination that fits you, and maybe this combination will not last forever, will not make you happy forever, and you will change. Like, life is a constant change and adapting, and then change comes in again, and you need to be flexible. And I completely feel you if you're like, I still don't know if I should do it. Like, there are a lot of positive aspects, but I'm also afraid of these kind of things, and I cannot tell you to do it or not. I can just tell you, you should try it, and you can come back if like after 1 or 2 weeks it's not something for you, or you feel really alone, or you feel like it doesn't make you happy. But please try it. Unless you try it, you will never know. So I hope I covered some of the fears and doubts that you have about taking a gap year. And I thank you very, very much for staying with me in this video and listening until this moment. If you liked this video, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. This would help us a lot to reach more people. I just wish you the best experience possible for you and see you in the next video. Lots of love, yours, Judith.